Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Wake Up with Juice. I'm Juice, and today's episode is special because the guest you're about to hear from actually asked to be on the show. Yes, my dad, my actual father, the man who raised me, taught me patience, and has never once used the phrase podcast episode correctly. Asked if he could come on the podcast, and honestly, how do you say no to that? So I said, sure, Dad, you can be on my show. And he said, good, I have things to say. So here we are. Dad, welcome to Wake Up with Juice.
Thank you, Andy, for having me to Wake Up with Juice. As you know, I have been lobbying to be on this podcast since its launch, and I'm thrilled to be on my first podcast ever. So thank you again for allowing me to be on.
You're welcome. I know you have been trying for a long time to be on this show, and here you are. It took a lot of convincing, but
It
here you
it
are.
it did.
You're welcome.
It was a journey. When we first talked about this, I thought it was going to be you and I doing it together, but you just zoomed away. It was going to be you and me just bantering, talking about stuff that we talk about all the time, how we energize ourselves in the morning. But you just took this off and you made it your own platform, and I think it's awesome. It's just way better the way you're leading it. But I am glad to be on.
We're glad to have you today.
Great. So, what do you want to talk about? You had some things that we were going to talk about. How do you want to? Which topic do you want to start with?
You can go.
Well, Andy, I've noticed that you are on an exercise kick, and you keep talking about being toned, tan, fit, and ready. What does this mean to you, and what are you doing? How does exercise fit into how you think about mental health?
Okay, Dad. Funny that you ask that, because when I'm thinking about working out in my mental health, it helps my mental health be physically stronger, helps me like stay out of dark mind, helps me less think about the bad of the world, helps me one stay physically strong, mentally strong, and the biggest motivation of me working out is literally my family. My family, pretty much my whole life, my family is all worked out, and I'm pretty much the only one that's never worked out. My dad has always told, and dad has always told me, the best thing to working out is your mental health. And I thought, you know what? This is my time in my life. I need to do it now because I'm not gonna get any younger. So I got to do it now and help my mental health, help my physical health, so I can hopefully be better off when I'm down the road when I'm much older.
Well, I'm glad to hear that your family had some positive influence on exercising. Now, we're not huge workout
But
people,
enough.
but enough. And I do think that, we very much think that keeping your body in motion, the number one muscle that it works out is what?
Your brain
Your
and your
brain.
mental health.
And I think that's been part of your journey recently too. How do you think it's making you feel mentally?
It makes me feel great. I feel really good after I do it. Honestly, sometimes I look forward to working out because it gives me something like to do that's different than what I normally do is sitting on the couch with my roommate or my friends watching a movie, playing video games, or going out on the town. It's just something different. One, it gives me time to myself to do my own thing. Plus, it just gives me exercise. And two, I feel like I like being able to just be healthier and be able to just be mentally strong.
Sometimes my favorite part of exercising is when it's over. I always feel really good about myself. I'm
Same.
like, I accomplished something. I actually starting to feel good mentally.
Hmm.
Like if nothing else happens today, put one in the win column for it doesn't have to be like a complicated workout.
Hmm.
It's just get out there, move your body, get your heart rate up a little bit. But what do you ever like sometimes the hardest part of the workout is doing the first minute. Do you ever have
Yes.
hard time? Do you ever not want to start exercising or like
No.
how do you always want to go? You're ready to go, huh?
I always honestly the days I sometimes I have a day I'm planning to work out, but my schedule gets too crazy busy because I have too many meetings in class that I can't miss because it's like too important. I say I can't miss because I have to do other important things. And I sometimes get like there was one time last week where I kind of got disappointed because I couldn't work out because I was kind of looking forward to working out.
Well, I
But
think
then I just worked out the next day instead and figured it all out. And then I was happy again.
I think once you start after about 2 weeks, your body starts actually, really liking
Like
it.
I started missing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. Yes, I know I worked out previously in that week, but I was able, but I still worked out later the next day.
Mental health and exercise.
I
I
actually,
think those are big things.
at first, when I first started doing it, I kind of was like mad about it. But now that I've done it for like a month now, I feel like I actually look forward to working out now.
That's great.
Like, I think it's fun.
That's a fantastic example.
Even though I work out by myself and with nobody else, but like it's still fun because one, it's time to myself. Even though I'm a really outgoing extroverted person, even as an extroverted person, it's still good to have some time to yourself.
Well, that's true. Do you listen to music when you exercise?
I always listen to music.
Like, what do you listen to? Do you have a pump
Usually
up song
just 2000s workout playlist on Apple Music.
that you go to? I like that.
It's like 2000 music that just like pump music. Not boring on country like my dad listens to when he works out.
Yeah.
It's not boring music, but it's boring to work out to.
Yeah, I get some criticism because my family says you can't work out to country music, and I say you can work out to country music.
I think country music's good music, but not for working out.
Well,
I like the like feeling the beat.
what Shania Twain can't get you
Yes,
going
Shania Twain,
on
no.
all
No.
right then.
Sorry, Dad.
Fine. Well, we can agree to disagree on that, but the point is music's sort of helpful, kind of gets you going, part of get your blood flow.
hmm
Yeah. All right. Well, Andy, I'm proud of you. You've been a good example. You've been talking a lot about how you're incorporating exercise into your mental health routine, and it's been a wonderful example.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, what else do you have a morning pour? I've been listening to your. Do you have a morning pour today?
Not today, I don't.
I got a morning pour for you. Can you just be like thinking about after you work out, the morning pour, big glass of ice cold water. What do you think of that?
Oh, that feels amazing.
What
I love
That's not
to
the
do-
most exciting thing,
what I
but
love to
that's
do-
a good one.
What I love to do after I work out,
What?
go in my fridge, grab a cold Gatorade, sit on the couch and turn on the TV and eat an apple.
What? What happened to the Andy that I knew from your younger life?
When I would just sit on the couch eating a bunch of cheese and drinking too much milk.
Yeah, well, all right.
That
All
kinda
things
me.
in moderation, because you can have all that stuff.
I could still
too,
drink.
but
I could
I'm
still eat too
glad,
much of it.
You know, incorporating some of these things.
Apples
is,
and-
is,
apples
yeah,
good
it's
for me.
I know it's good.
Gatorade's good for your when
It
you're
is?
dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's good for your it gets back your electrolytes.
What do we say about hydration?
Pro hydration.
We are go hydration. We are pro hydration.
The Fallon family were pro hydration.
We're gonna sound like health nuts because we're not actually. I wish we were.
I wish we were health nuts, but we're not.
I'm glad that we've been able to incorporate
in the right direction.
this into part of our life because it's just kind of in a journey. It's like, you know, just a little bit more of this stuff is better than a little bit less, right?
Yes, because I know the little more you do, the more I help you in the future when I'm older.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is when I work out, like if I start doing it now and I do it for years and years and years, hopefully by the time I'm like my dad's age, I can be a lot better. I can be like put myself in a better position to hopefully be like have better health.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking about it now. This is
Or
a
also
good
when I'm like
example.
old, like grandparents, like my grandparents' age, like
Yeah.
I can be like, because like I know like they say like when you work out, like doing exercise and doing stuff to help your health now can really benefit you when you're way old, when you're like way older down the road.
Yeah, and just getting walking is like really good because I
Walking
think
a lot
about
of
your
steps.
grandparents,
I
like
still
they
walk
try
a
to
lot.
get a certain amount of steps, and we've started kind of tracking.
I know
our
they try to get
steps.
They try to get 3 miles a day.
3 miles a day, and
And they're in their 80 years old. They're 80 years old, and I think 3 miles a day for being 80 years old is very impressive.
I mean,
And
look at them go.
my grandpa, he plays pickleball.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's 80 years old playing pickleball is still pretty impressive.
Shout out to Pop. There you go.
Shout
Look
out
at
to our Pop.
you being a good role model for here. So okay, so we wanted to
Nan,
talk about.
I know Nan says she talks about going on the treadmill.
Yeah, good.
She goes on the treadmill sometimes.
Yep.
See, they're still being pretty fit, being healthy for what they can do, with what their body's able to do, even though they're 80 years old. So that proves that you could help your health long way down the road when you start as a younger age.
Fair. All right. Well, okay, so that's a good talk about because your forum here is really talking a lot about disabilities, mental health. I mean, you're using this as a platform to talk about your own realities. And I think, and I've been noticing in your life, your patterning exercise is something that you can do to really help everything really, right? I mean, help your mental health
Hmm.
first and foremost, but your physical health also. And yeah, just try and be out and be active.
I really learned that all from my father, to be honest with you,
Well,
because I didn't really like think about mental health much with in being connecting the dots with working out. But then my dad has, like, for the last at least few years, has always told him the best thing he likes about work. He thinks tells me that always the best thing about working out is it always just helps his mental health more than anything. And I said, you know what? This year in 2026, I started thinking about it again. I was like, you know what? I should actually try that and see if it actually improves my mental health. And I've been working out. I've been doing it now for a month, and I'm actually starting to see actually slightly some slight. I'm starting to see some improvement with my mental health. Actually, I think it actually does actually work.
well, I think so, and I know you're excited about just the benefits that you're seeing and feeling. And so, thank you for that shout out and compliment. Now, Andy, when I've been listening, because I've listened to all your episodes, and you're talking about, sometimes you role modeling certain behavior, and sometimes you're like, you know what, you try to like give yourself grace when some days you're not feeling like even getting out of bed, and like sometimes it's just take that first step. And I think that just going on a walk or getting a little exercise, that is something that you can mostly control on your own. And that's actually just like if you're not feeling it today, you're feeling down. Sometimes that is like, what am I going to do to take my first step today? It's like, put on your tennis shoes, go out, try to take a walk, put some music on. And sometimes that can be just a good start
Mm-hmm.
to like, if you're kind of in a funk,
Yeah.
that can be a just a good first step to start feeling better.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm feeling down, like feeling like I don't really want to do this today, sometimes what I do, I've done this for a while now. Actually, this is really pre since I really started working out. I've go outside, go in the fresh air, and just take a walk. Because sometimes just being in the fresh air and just being out in nature just helps. Like, freshen my brain and makes me start feeling like I can just makes me just feel like everything's like, good.
Do you listen to music typically when you do that? Because I
Not always.
incorporate music a
I don't.
lot.
A lot of times I just like. A lot of times I just like listening to the sounds of of what's around me and listening to the cars zooming by, or like listening to the people talking on the to their friends on the bench, or listening to the birds chirping or the different squirrels. I just like listen to the wind in the trees. I don't know. A lot of times when I'm walking around campus, like if it's just going to class, I don't put music in because like I just love listening. I just like listening to what's around me because I just think the world has a lot to offer me that I won't hear if I have music in my head.
Andy, that is, to me, that is a really wonderful thought and it's inspirational. And that's reminding
I
me,
started doing that more recently than ever. When when it really started was when Tim said he started running without music because he likes the idea of hearing all the stuff around him. And I said, I'm gonna
shout
start
out to
try that.
Brother Tim
And
right there.
I did that before, but like I didn't always do it. Then now I've started doing it almost every time now ever since he told me that moment.
Well, that reminds me, like maybe like it makes you really present in the moment, right? To absorb your surroundings and connect with them. And I should probably try to do that a little bit more also.
I think
That's a
it's
good
really
idea.
good for you.
All right. I'm gonna try that more and just make myself more present in my surroundings. Because when you put on music, it's sort of like it can close you in. And I for me, music is therapy. Because that's
Mhm.
why I like
I
music a
agree.
lot. But the idea of when you're out and exercising and like listening to your breath or being outside and listening and trying to notice those things, because I have to admit, I probably don't notice as many things as I should.
But I wouldn't do it like if I'm working out in the gym. I would always listen to music if I'm working out in the gym.
Okay.
But I only do it if I'm outside,
Okay.
like doing like something outside.
Got it.
Because listening to the stuff in the gym is not. There's nothing going exciting in there. I feel like I'm missing nothing in there other
Just,
than the sounds of machinery.
just kind of be in your own head then. Okay. I get that.
I gotta get in the zone to work out.
Okay. I like,
I need music when I work out. Like when I'm out in nature, there's more stuff going on. There's more things that are to listen to.
yeah.
Other than like when I'm working out, I feel like there's nothing to listen to
Yeah.
other than just the sound of machinery. Other than people working out, and then I feel like that's just not that exciting.
Yeah. The image is making me remember the older generation who anybody listening will remember these guys called Hans and Franz. And they are here to pump you up. We're not those guys.
No, I've never heard of that. That sounds ridiculous.
It is a little ridiculous.
And a little stupid, not gonna lie.
They're very stupid.
Are they like big health nut people?
No, they were a Saturday Night Live duo, and
A
they had
skit?
fake muscles.
So they weren't actually
they
buff
would talk
originally.
about exercise.
So they weren't actually fit people,
not
really.
in real life, but they
So they weren't actually
pretended
fit
like they were. No, they weren't fit.
Oh,
fit.
so they're
They
fakos.
were fake
They
fit.
fake fit.
And they were very stupid.
So they're fakers.
and funny.
That's probably what's the funny part about it was they're fake fit.
They were fake fit, and we're not like rebel. We're just trying to encourage
But we're not fake
a
fit.
little exercise.
But are we fake fit?
Getting going.
Yeah, but we're not fake fit people.
No, we're not like Hans and Franz, but we are here to pump
You up.
All right.
Anything else you want to talk about today, Dad, other than just working out?
Well, I have to tell you, I really want to be on this a lot because I've never done a podcast.
You'll be on it
before.
many more times. Don't worry.
And there are multiple more topics that I want to talk about, but I'm afraid, like I don't know how long this goes, but I'm afraid, like, if we start talking about new topics, it'll start, like, maybe I can come back next week and talk about another topic rather than go into another topic right now.
You could do that.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we'll just wrap this episode up talking about health, mental fitness, those kinds of things, which you've been a good example, and that'll be kind of the subject. But I think you should get more guest hosts on here too, just to sit here and kind of chat about stuff.
I will get more guests onto my show.
All right. Well, Andy, thank you for allowing me to be a guest on your show.
You're welcome.
I would like to come back several times. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll you having come back.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Okay, Dad, thanks for being here today. Thanks for showing up for this episode, for me, for our family, for everything. And thank you for all listening. Thank you for being a part of this space, and thank you for showing up for yourselves and the people you love. Same time, same juice.